So how does one apply for their first job in project management?
Your resume, make sure it doesn't have any typos or grammar issues. Definitely having anybody peer review it, right? Friends, family can go a long way. And then just reading it out loud. You'll catch a lot of grammatical and spelling errors that way.
A resume is your pitch. It's you're walking in and you're explaining to somebody why you're the right person for the job. So the things that you call out on your resume and the experience that you highlight on your resume shouldn't just be something generic that you copied and pasted from a website that describes what your role should be doing. It should be the experience that you would share with somebody in person if you were trying to tell them why you could do the job that you're applying for. Your resume should highlight the experience that shows why you are valuable to the company that you're asking to hire you.
For me, when interviewing, it's super intriguing to hear things that have failed and what you have learned from it and how you apply those learnings going forward.
You don't have a lot of project management work experience when you just get started, but you have life experience. Life experience is actually what matters most for program managers because it is about people. And working with other people is what makes a project manager successful at their role.
We want to know that you fundamentally can come in and think about how to solve problems and get things done, regardless of how many times you may have done that in the past.
Another tip is when preparing for an interview, have the artifacts prepared that describe the difference you have made in your past experiences, your learnings from those experiences, and how you have applied those going forward to prevent other problems.
I wrote down a large number of questions that could come up. Tell me about a time when you worked through conflict. Tell me about a time when you exhibited leadership skills despite not being in a leadership position. Tell me about a time when you were behind on a project and had to communicate a challenge to a stakeholder. I listed all those questions and then tried to write 1 or 2 sentences about each so that I was prepared when similar questions did arise, which they almost always will.
It may sound cliche, but my tip would be just to be yourself. Try to highlight a lot of your organizational skills, your leadership skills, and some examples where you've been able to communicate well across different audiences.
Another example of what is useful for interviews is really to think about specific examples of projects. Read loads of case studies that are available over the internet on projects that derailed and projects that went well, and what was done from the angle of a program management to set things off in a direction that is correct and to sort of solve some of the problems that people have encountered along the way.
Learn all the time. Read as many articles as you can about project management. Listen to TED Talks, attend meetups, online meetups, of course, if you can. And make sure to immerse yourself in the language of the field that you want to join. You don't have to be very technical to be a software project manager, but you do need to understand what is it about.
Get some rest. And if you're an anxious person, I know I'm very anxious at times for interviewing. I was very anxious for my interviews here for Google. Going for a jog, right, or a run, or just going outside, just anything that can kind of calm your nerves that you generally know that works for you. I would say that is to try to be as calm as possible.
Be genuine, be yourself. I typically don't, get over-indexed on, overdressing or overplaying a part or pretending that you are what you aren't. Because look, at the end of the day, I just want to know how people think and how they'll function and how they'll be a good team player. We look for genuine people who want to do good work. They're positive people to work with. They're people who are good team players and fundamentally can just get stuff done.
Enthusiasm matters a lot. It matters more than knowledge, especially in junior positions. When we hire juniors, we're looking for potential. We are looking for people who would be motivated to learn and to grow. And if you have that spark in your eyes for whatever is it that you're interviewing for, that will be visible to whoever's talking to you.